Hey everybody, it is August 21st, 2018. It is a Tuesday, so that means it is blog day. Now, you might not be watching this on Tuesday, but this is my ongoing series of where I'm going to be doing 3 different blogs that talk about 3 different aspects of the different gaming that I'm going on, interspersed with some stories about my life and whatever. So, it is August 21st. This is the first blog, so this is kind of like what's going on in my life, and plus like what's going on in my board game world type of thing that's going on. So going on in my life, I guess the big things are, as you might notice, there's some stuff missing back here that you are accustomed to seeing. The reason why that's gone is because this room that I'm in, that has been in my like gaming / videoing room for several years, is going to be my wife's at-home office, and my family room in the basement is turning into like my painting studio, my playing game area, my it'll be my video area, and like most likely would be where I will do most of my work. As you all know, I work for Tasty Minstrel Games, and I work a lot, and I do work from home because they're stationed in Utah, and I work in I live in Minnesota. So the weird thing about it is Table of Ultimate Gaming, when they had that Kickstarter a while back, like I got in contact with them, they got in contact with me. It was a really cool decision that we came together, and they kind of gave me a deal on a table. I still paid a fair amount, but basically I'm going to get they're giving me getting me a big gaming table, and I would actually have it right now, except for the fact that when I went to go see them at Gen Con, I really fell in love with the Warhammer stylized like art that was on the side of the tables, and I really liked the look of that, and I decided I'd rather have that. And actually, when I talked to them, they were in the process of going to be sending out my table that day, actually. But I couldn't say no to the Warhammer theme, the like Dark Imperium theme, and so now it's going to be October, which is fine, you know, and that gives me a little more time to kind of set up my painting area and stuff in my other room better. So, and also gives me some more time to like kind of, you know, get this room set up for my wife, and so she can work from home as well. So anyway, so that's why you see there's stuff missing in the background. The other thing that is going on as far as like life related is gaming actually as well. After like several weeks of begging from my son, I finally let him download Fortnite to play. Now, I used to play Team Fortress 2 a lot, like hours a day, and I kind of considered that I was a fairly decent player at it. So the whole first you know, or third person shooter, but I guess technically it's, because that's what Fortnite is. It's like your camera's behind the person, but you're not actually like in the person with the gun. But I've done a lot of the shooting type games online, and so I knew that if I played it, I would be addicted. Like, it would be like the only thing I want to play. I just want to sit there in front of my PlayStation 4 and the TV and just sit there and play it all day. So I said, fine, but I'm not going to play it. And so we kind of watched, me and him, we watched a few videos as far as how to learn how to play the game. And I kind of taught him a little bit about, like, you know, the mentality as far as, like, you know, make sure you're crouching, make sure you're running, jump around if somebody is trying to shoot you, that sort of thing. I can't be in the, he loves it, and he just loves it so much. And whenever he like gets into a top 10, he hasn't won one yet, but whenever he gets into a top 10, I mean, like, I'm there cheering for him. But I seriously, when I watch him play, it's just excruciating. And for that matter, my daughter plays as well. And when either of them play, I'm just like holding my head, just excruciating, because they're like running down the middle of a field, just begging somebody to zero in, you know, and shoot them down. I'm just like, but you know what? They gotta learn. They gotta learn on their own, and they'll figure it out, right? But right now they're having a lot of fun with it. So that's kind of like the fun thing as far as like video gaming that's going on right now. I'm not playing a lot of video games. I guess I was playing a lot of like the Mad Max game, because that came that was a free game for PS Plus, and I got like 80% of the way through that game, and I should just go back and play it and beat it at this point. But I'm one of those people that one of those types of games, I feel like I have to do everything. Like I have to find everything. I need that 100%. Like of finding the secret locations and things like that, and so it takes up a lot of time. And so, the game, technically wasn't that great, but it was enjoyable. I mean, I definitely played a bunch of it for like the $0 I spent. Technically, the $60 for the PlayStation Plus membership or whatever it is, whatever that is for a year. But anyway, so that's video games. Board games, the really only thing I've been playing, well, I've been playing a lot of the games that have upcoming Kickstarters where I have videos that are coming out from them. I'll talk more about those when those get closer to being released. There's a few coming up in September that I'm really excited about. In like Tasty Minstrel Games news, I'm going to be at the Alliance Trade Show in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the hometown of fellow Allo Boomer Forrest Bauer, and he is going to be kind enough to kind of show me around his hometown, and also he's going to help me out because this is like the first time I've ever gone to do anything for Taste Minstrel Games by myself. So I'd be lying if I'm not a little bit scared, a little bit intimidated by the idea. I'm sure it'll be just fine. I'm sure I'll do great, but I'm still, ooh, don't screw it up, that kind of thing, right? But I think that'll be a lot of fun, and I think it'll be fun to see that side of the business. As far as as I don't do a lot of the sales and marketing. As far as I do a lot of the sales and marketing as far as doing writing copy and making sure that certain newsletters get out and things like that. But as far as actually directly talking to retailers and things like that isn't something that I've done, which I'm excited to be a part of, and I think it'll be cool. But like I said, just a little bit nervous. So if you are going to the Alliance Trade Show and you're seeing this, by all means, stop by the TMG booth. Love to talk to you. Other than that, the only other two conventions I know for sure, I know for sure I'm going to BGGCon. And I'm about 90% certain that I'm going to PAX Unplugged. But I think those are the only two that are left this year. So if you, for whatever reason, wanted to see me, those are where you can find me. I really want to go to PAX Unplugged because Forge World's going to be there. And I'm probably going to have to spend way too much money at their booth again. But anyway, no, the TMG news, otherwise, we are hard at work right now on getting all of our Belfort reprint information together so we can launch the Belfort 10th anniversary Kickstarter. I'm really excited about this. Belfort is probably my second favorite game that Taste Minstrel Games has ever published. It's probably tied with Yokohama. My number one game is Kings of Air and Steam, which I love Pick Up and Deliver, and I really thought that game did a fantastic job of Pick Up and Deliver. And I haven't played that in a while. It's right here. You can't see it, but it's right there. That is one of the few that I have a TMG shelf in my board game area, and I haven't all my TMG games, or most of them, not all, but all. I think Dungeon Bowl was over here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but Dargon is right there, sitting there waiting to go over and find his spot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on Belfort and getting that back out there, especially because the expansion was we probably made too few of those. And so a lot of people really want that, and when we do the Kickstarter for the 10th anniversary edition, like we do with Homesteaders, we'll make sure that you are able to get the expansion if that's it. And there's also going to be some extra new stuff that Jay and Sen have created just for that. And we'll make sure that even if you own the old Belfort and things like that, you'll be able to get a hold of those extras. Otherwise, that's our plan. So. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. The other non-TMG news that I think I should mention, I have played The Reckoners. That was one of the games that I really, really wanted to get home from Gen Con. My daughter is reading the books. I think she's on book 2 or 3 now. She loves them. We played that. That is really good, especially if you've read those books. If you hadn't, I strongly suggest you go check those out. I think you'll really like those. But basically, if you don't know anything about them, imagine a world where the superheroes get powers, but they don't be superheroes. They be supervillains because they have ultimate power, and ultimate power corrupts ultimately, or whatever they say. So, and then the Reckoners are these people that are trying to kill them. like literally, like end their lives so they don't have this oppression from these supervillains. Which is, anyway, it's a good book series. So I played that. That was a lot of fun. I played the Queensdale game, that Rise of Queensdale, I think. Played that once. I'm going to reserve judgment until I play it a couple more times. From what I've played, I think the Brands have a pretty good game there. And other than that, there was one other piece of information. I think this is kind of old news, but this is one of my favorite games. I got this through Game Surplus many years ago, and I love Neue Heimat. I don't even know if Chili Spiel is even a company anymore. That's the publisher. But Neue Heimat, somebody told me about them. I think it was Scott Nicholson, actually, told me about this game, about how just brutal and mean it was. And I am a fan of brutal and mean games. And I played this one. As you can see, it's kind of all beat up. But admittedly, the box, I mean, it's like, it's not, these are even my English rules that Game Surplus would print these off, and Game Surplus is still around, but I mean, when Thor ran Game Surplus, anyway, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to go too far into that. It was a different company back when Thor, and then for that matter, when Velma ran it too, it was actually really good as well. But I kind of miss the Thor run Game Surplus. But anyway, they are going to redo this, and not that I don't think they're changing any of the rules or doing anything differently as I'm trying to put this together while talking. That's dumb of me, the noise. But anyway, I don't know if they're changing the rules or anything like that, but I am super glad that people are going to be able to play this. It'll be more readily available. So I think that's really cool. But anyway, that's kind of everything I got. If you've been playing any cool games lately and you think they're awesome, I'd love to hear about them. I'm not, as I've said, I'm not really in tune into the world of the games anymore. I don't know what it is. It wasn't like before where I was like, I read up on every single new release and try to track down this, that, and everything. Probably a combination of my changing my job, and also like a connection to the fact that we have a situation where the board game hobby has just kind of exploded, and so it's so much bigger. So those two things put together, I'm not able to keep track of all the cool new releases. So if there's any cool games that you think that I should check out or should keep my eye out for, by all means, let me know, and I'll try to do that. But yeah, that's about all I had for today. I appreciate you checking in on the Board Games Plus Life blog. If you want to go ahead and check out the role-playing games blog or the miniatures game blog, feel free to do so. And until next Tuesday, and then tune in tomorrow night live 9 o'clock the Alaboom. That's Central Time. You can, I think we're gonna do our one of the things we usually do is we usually run through bad Kickstarters and try to put a positive spin on them. So we just Anthony usually hosts that segment, which is always fun. We kind of go through and find really bad Kickstarters that aren't really doing anything, and we try to make things better for them. And then the other thing we're going to be doing is I think I'm going to do Initials, our little game show. So if you want to tune in for that, that would be awesome as well. So until next time, thank you very much for tuning in, and you have yourself one heck of an awesome day. All right, bye-bye.